Today I'm going to teach you how to make the most simple and delicious sourdough bagels. You're not going to want to miss this one. Come on. Today I have decided to put on my sourdough shirt and teach you all how to make sourdough bagels. Woo! My family loves bagels, like loves bagels. So let's get to it, shall we? You gotta get your scale, your pretty bowl, or your ugly bowl. It doesn't matter what kind of bowl because any bowl's gonna get this done. We're gonna put in 464 grams of water, filtered water preferably. Ooh, I went a little over. I always do that. Now we are going to do 332 grams of active starter. And this is Geraldine this morning. She looking good. Let's get her in here. Wow! That is some potent starter. This girl's hungry again is what I'm gathering from that. All right, 332 grams, coming in hot. Ooh, she's floating nice. Come on. Gosh, I might use all of this. I made just enough. Actually, there's still a little bit more in there. Enough to feed it and make something tomorrow or tonight. Get your dough whisk and let's give it a little stir. Get it nice and bubbly. Get it. Gorgeous. Now let's add in our maple syrup. We're going to do 55 grams of maple syrup. 100% maple syrup. Ooh, almost right on point. A little bit more. I always go over the top. 56 grams. That's okay. Next, we're gonna put in 55 grams of sugar. Perfect. Then we're going to do our flour, and that is 1,112 grams. Let's see if I measured this right. Oh, 1,113. Every time. I can never get anything right. Now we're gonna do 22 grams of salt. I like to use pink Himalayan salt, but you could use whatever salt you like. Oh, right on the money. How'd I get so lucky? Let's get this over to our handy dandy mixer with your dough hook. Ooh. And give it a little stir. Do it on low. You don't want all that flour to kick up back at you because that's what I usually do, and it's fun. You may need to turn it up just a smidge because this is a pretty thick dough. And man, my KitchenAid is working overtime right now. Like, look at this poor thing. Come on, girl, you can do it. Now let's knead this by hand for the rest of the way. That way we know that everything is incorporated and well kneaded. Get your sleeves up. Get those sleeves up. All right, let's get in here, shall we? Ooh. Have you ever needed just therapy that you could get from home? Kneading dough. Man, what a therapy session. Feels so nice. I feel like I'm grounded. It's a little exercise too. It's good. Ooh. Now let's shape it, shape it, shape it. I'm kidding. I'm just really out of shape, guys, so this is what happens to me. Boom. Put it right back in the bowl. Cover her up and let her sit for like an hour, and we'll be back. It has been sitting for a good hour. Now we are going to take this out and we are going to knead it again. Get those muscles out. I guess it needs assistance. Pull up them sleeves. Give it a little stretch. Ooh, maybe a lunge or two. Let's do this. And knead, and knead, and knead. Get the muscles in there. Work it. Ooh, ooh, this dough is turning out real nice. It already feels smoother. Look at this. It is like smooth as heck. That's what we want. Just work that in there. Ugh, give it all you got. It's gonna thank you later when you make beautiful bagels. And if they don't turn out beautiful, it's because I've taught you wrong probably. But I just don't think that'll happen, because if you've got some good starter and you've got a little time on your hands, this will be a great recipe. All right, now let's shape this bad boy the best that we can. Ugh. Woo! Man, this is why I don't really ever have to work out. When you have a 1-year-old like Dash, and when you have sourdough, there's no need for a gym, people. We'll put that back in there, and now it is time for its bulk ferment. This will take a minute. I guess it just depends on how warm or cold your house is, but keep an eye on it. And we'll get back to it when it's finished. All right, it has officially doubled in size. And we've got our little sidekick Dash here to help us out. And we are going to start shaping these bad boys. Dang it. The worst. All right, let's now that we've loosened it, let's see if it works. Dang it. Oh, there we go. All right. We are going to split these up into about 170 grams per bagel, because I like mine to be even. So that's what we're gonna do. 170 grams per bagel. Wow, way off. All right, I'm just not good at this. Wow. I always like it to be perfect too, which is really frustrating for me. And no, I actually don't like it to be perfect, but when I'm measuring stuff like this, I want all of my bagels to be exactly the same. All right, then we are going to shape each individual bagel into a little, you can even shape it like you would sourdough, push and pull, the push and pull, just like that. A little tuck, and a little tuck. And then pinch the seams at the bottom. And there's a perfect little round bagel, or a start to a bagel. We're gonna set them all right here, and then we're gonna cover them. So let's get all these measured out. You helping? Yeah, you're helping, huh? Good job. Good little helper. Ah, can I have some? You got some dough? That's dough. Here, go like this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Put it in your bowl. There you go. Okie dokie, we are going to let all of these, there are 12 bagels here. We're gonna let these sit for like 20 minutes and then we'll come back and do the final shape. And this is where we get to poke a hole in all of them and then let them rest a little bit longer after that. So let's do it. See you soon. Okay, 20 minutes has gone by. Let's poke holes in these things. Boom. Just right through the middle, like that. Give them a little stretch. This is the fun part. And then I like to take individual, I cut up in little squares of parchment paper, and then just stick them on the parchment paper and stick them on a cookie sheet, because this is going to be the final rise on this cookie sheet. And now let's do it to all of them. Bagel wants to get in on this so badly. Here, you want to do this one? I'm gonna go like this. Yeah, go like that. Stretch it out. Gotta stretch it out like this. Ready? There you go. Go like this. Go whoop. Go whoop. Hold it. Good. Stretch. Yeah. It's like a donut, huh? Stretch, 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 stretch. Just like that. And then it goes like this. And then we show everyone, this is how it looks. Now we let it rise. Now let's let it rise for a couple hours until it gets all nice and poofy. 1, 2, 3. Okay, it's been a little while. As you can tell, it's dark outside and they are nice and poofy. So we are going to get these suckers in the boiling water, but first you're going to take them and kind of stretch them out just a little bit more before you do that. That way they keep that hole in the center a little bit better. Then we're gonna get some boiling water and we're gonna put about 55 grams of honey in this water. I'm not going to measure this because I'm just gonna eyeball it, which is what I usually do for most things. That's about 55 grams, I think. Give it a little stir with that honey. Get things all riled up in here. And we're gonna put these in here for about 30 seconds on each side. And then give them a little, flip. Fancy. Then you will put them on your parchment lined cookie sheet and on to the next. And again. 1, 2, 3. And if your bagels stick to your parchment paper, it is probably mostly always because you have over fermented it. So that means when it was rising for that really long time, if it sticks to your parchment paper, then that's the reason. But you can still unstick those puppies and they'll probably still taste just as delicious. And flip, flip, flip. Last ones. Yeah. Make sure you have set your oven to 425 degrees. Okie dokie. And this is how they'll look. Let's get these in the oven. They're gonna be so good. 15 to 18 minutes. Just keep a good eye on them. And when they start to turn a little bit brown or to your liking, some people like them lighter, some people like them darker, but they'll be ready within that time frame. Guess what? They're done. Let's go get them. Look at these. I'm sure all of yours look just the same, but oh my goodness gracious, these are beautiful. Now you're gonna wanna let them sit for at least an hour. Otherwise, if you cut them open, they'll be super gummy and you're not gonna like that. That was so much fun, and these smell ridiculously amazing. We are so thankful yet again to have all of you here with us, and thank you for joining us in our kitchen, and we hope that you had an amazing time making these bagels with us, and we hope to see you again. Thanks everybody, bye.